The old St. Aurelia Hospital had been shut down for nearly 25 years, but people still whispered about the experiments, the disappearances, and a woman in the white gown seen wandering its broken halls. Most dismissed the rumors as urban legends. But I wasn't most people. My sister, Mira, vanished 6 months ago. The police found her scooter near the abandoned hospital, but insisted she must have run away. I knew better. Mira had always been fascinated by forgotten places. She told me once, half jokingly, that she wanted to explore St. Aurelia someday. I never thought she meant it. Tonight, I stood at the rusted main gate, gripping a flashlight and trying to steady my breath. The moon hung low, barely piercing the fog curling around the building. The front doors, once glass, were shattered long ago, leaving a dark, gaping entrance. I stepped inside. The smell hit first, old rot, mold, and something metallic. My flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing peeling paint, tattered curtains, and wheelchairs lying overturned like someone had left in a desperate hurry. "Mira," I called out, even though I knew how foolish it sounded. My voice echoed back with a distorted croak. Every step deeper into the hospital felt heavier, as if the air itself resisted my presence. The silence wasn't empty, it was listening. I followed the map of the hospital I had studied online: reception, wards, administrative rooms, and the surgical wing. That was where the rumors had originated, where the lady in white was said to appear. As I approached the hallway leading there, a cold draft brushed past me, tugging at my jacket. My flashlight flickered. "Not now," I whispered, tapping it. It steadied, but the beam seemed weaker. Halfway down the corridor, I noticed something strange: fresh footprints on the dusty floor. Barefoot, small, a woman's size. My heart hammered. "Mira?" The prints led toward Ward C. I pushed open the door, and it screeched in protest. Inside were rows of beds covered with stained sheets. And at the far end, near the window, someone stood, long hair, white hospital gown, unmoving. "Mira." My voice cracked. The figure turned slowly. It wasn't my sister. My feet froze. Every instinct screamed to run, but I couldn't. "You came back," she whispered, her voice airy and distant, like it floated from somewhere far behind her. "Just like your sister. What did you do to her?" I managed to choke out. She took one step closer. The temperature dropped instantly. "She wanted to leave," the woman said. "No one leaves. Not anymore." I stumbled back, bumping into a bed frame. Metal clanged loudly, and the woman's expression twisted into rage. In a heartbeat, the lights across the ward flickered violently. The beds began shaking, sheets writhing, as if something crawled beneath them. I bolted for the hallway. Behind me came the unmistakable sound of bare feet slapping the floor fast. I sprinted toward the surgical wing, the only exit I remembered that wasn't blocked. My heartbeat thundered in my ears. The hallway stretched endlessly, the shadows warping unnaturally around me. "Come back," her voice echoed, now much closer, almost inside my head. "You can't leave her." I slammed through the swinging doors of the surgical ward. Old operating tables stood under flickering lights, tools still scattered as though surgeons had vanished mid-procedure. The doors behind me burst open. I hid behind an overturned cabinet, muffling my breath. Her footsteps echoed slowly now, deliberate, searching. "You look so much like her," she whispered. She begged. She cried. But she stayed. A metallic clang erupted as she threw instruments aside. I pressed my hand over my mouth. Suddenly, something cold brushed my hair. I turned in horror. She was crouched behind me, her face inches from mine. "You'll stay too," I screamed and shoved her, bolting toward the emergency exit at the far end of the room. This time the door gave way. I tumbled down a flight of stairs, scraping my arms, but I didn't stop. I burst outside into the night, gasping. I didn't look back until I reached the gate. She stood in the doorway, motionless, watching me, her silhouette blurred with the shadows of the hospital. And then she whispered, even from that distance, perfectly clear, "She never left, and neither will you." The door slammed shut on its own. But sometimes late at night, I hear knocking on my window, soft, rhythmic, patient, like she's waiting for me to return.